iSight camera replacement for iMac 27-inch 2012 through 2015. We'll need the following tools: 2 plastic pick prying tools, 1 metallic prying tool, tweezers, double-sided M3 tape, and a toolkit, as well as a blow dryer. Let's begin by disconnecting the power cable from the back of the iMac. Go ahead and turn on the blow dryer, starting in the top left corner and go around the contour of the iMac. Make sure to have the setting on high and do this for about 7 minutes. After the display is nice and warm, go ahead and pry in with your metallic prying tool at the top left corner. Pry in about ½ inch in and go all the way around the entire contour of the iMac. Once you've broken the seal with the metallic tool, go ahead and start with the plastic tool to widen the gap. Take the plastic prying tool, stick it in the same slot, and just go all the way around the edges again. Now it's grabbing at each top corner. Go ahead and clamp open the iMac up top. Be very careful. Once you start cracking this open, there are 2 connections that are connected to the iMac in the top right quadrant. Let's take a closer look. The connections are the video data cable and the power cable. The video data cable needs to be unlatched first, so with your tweezers, go ahead and pry in underneath and grab the little black tape and pull away from the iMac and the lever and push it up like so. Now you can go ahead and pull out the data cable. The next cable, the power cable, has 2 plastic clips that should be pressed in from the side, but they hardly ever work, so just pulling it out carefully should do the trick. Now we can lower the screen and break the seal of the tape on the bottom and separate it from the iMac. We'll need to remove the system fan to access the iSight cable. The system fan is screwed in with 3 T10 screws. Go ahead and remove those 3 T10 screws. Unplug the fan gently and remove it out of its socket. Underneath you'll find the cable that connects the iSight. The iSight plugs into the logic board like so. Go ahead and push up the lever and pull in the tab and disconnect the iSight cable. Now go ahead and gently pull the glued cable away from the chassis. Once it's unglued, go ahead and remove the 2 T4 screws that are securing the iSight camera. Once those 2 screws are removed, go ahead and carefully expose the little cable that's behind the main cable and disconnect that gently, pulling it and wiggling it left to right. Very gently, you don't want to rip this. iSight camera installation. Reinstall the iSight camera by first plugging in the little small cable gently into its socket. Then place the iSight camera in place and resecure the 2 T4 screws that will hold it in place. Apologize for the angle. Now use the residual glue to stick the ribbon cable back on, and go ahead and plug it into the logic board. Flip the lever and lock it in place. Now you can go ahead and place back the system fan. Make sure to plug in, don't forget to plug in the system fan. Go ahead and resecure it with the 3 T10 screws. Again, make sure to plug in the system fan. The most important part of a good reinstallation is to remove all residual double-sided tape from the contour of the iMac. Go all the way around, make sure to remove all of it, especially around the antennas. Removing all the foam and double-sided tape allows for a good seal. Once you remove all of it, we can go ahead and apply double-sided M3 tape around the contour of the iMac where the screen is going to be attached. This is a time-consuming process but cannot be avoided. Go ahead and go all the way around the contour. Make sure to apply double-sided tape everywhere that it was previously installed. The next most crucial step is to remove the residual double-sided tape from the screen itself if you're reinstalling a refurbished screen, or if this is just putting back your old screen. This needs to be removed. Align the screen at the bottom of the iMac, tilt it up, go ahead and reconnect the power to the screen first. Now go ahead and reconnect the data cable by flipping the little lever down, putting in the data cable, making sure you hear a little click, and then flipping down the lever and hear a little click again. Now we can fully clamshell the screen back to the iMac and apply some pressure all the way around where the double-sided tape is. Applying general pressure all the way around should not be a skip step. Go ahead and make sure you go all the way around, applying pressure, squeezing the screen tight up against the frame, even at the bottom.